Hey, this is Troy, your realtor here in the Tampa Bay area with Troy Shively Luxury Living. And one item that is a source of contention between a seller and their realtor always comes up when that realtor is doing the listing presentation and finally comes to a point and says, "This is how much your home is worth." The problem is, let's say you were the seller and you looked online and you saw one of these online real estate websites, and it had an analytic for the valuation of your home, and it was much higher than what that realtor is telling you. And you want to be able to get, of course, the most amount for your property as possible. Who wouldn't? Well, the problem comes in is the consistency and the accuracy of those online analytics have a lot to be desired. They do not know a lot of the little details about your community, your neighborhood, your home itself, in order to really have the ability to give a very exact valuation of your property. So here's what to look for. If you have a realtor coming in and they're doing a listing presentation, they're going to give you a valuation of your property. Here's what I want you to be listening for. One, are they coming in with a CMA, a comparative market analysis? It should be multiple pages in length, and it should share a lot of the information about your home, the taxes, the neighborhood, as well as other properties that have sold in that area. And with that, is that realtor using that CMA as a baseline for your property? With that, once they have that, is that realtor now walking your home with you, asking you questions about special features about the home, special aspects about your lot? Is your lot larger than other people's lot in your neighborhood? Is there any special advantage to your lot or your location where you are? Do you have walkability to shop, stores, restaurants? Things of that nature. All that plays a part of how much your property is worth. And then are they asking you questions about the house itself? How old's the AC? How old's the roof? That's a huge one in Florida. Right now, if your roof is older than 10 years of age, most homeowners insurance companies either will not insure the house, or they're going to make you pay through the nose for your homeowner's insurance. If it's more than 15, honestly, the only place I know that's now is writing insurance policies on houses for roofs that are more than 15 years of age is Citizens, the state insurance company. So, and of course, you're going to pay a lot for that. So that plays in a big part of how much your property is actually worth. Now, as they're walking through that, they need to ask questions. That realtor needs to be specific about things about your house. That realtor should be savvy enough to know what questions to ask and not expect you just to say, "Hey, this and this about my house." When I walk in, I'm looking at the appliances. Are they upgraded? Are they newer? Have they been replaced? The AC, how old is it? The water heater. Is there a water softener, water purification system? How old is that roof? Things of that nature. All those things play a big part of how much your property is worth. Now, in addition to that, are there anything else? Has the flooring been changed out? Did you used to have old worn out rugs and now you have wood grain tile? Was that done recently? Has the kitchen been remodeled? The master bedroom, the master bath, has that been remodeled? Things of that nature. All those things. If it's an older home, have the windows been replaced? If they have, that's huge. Because a lot of houses that are 25 years of age or older, most of those have single pane windows. So now if you upgraded, and now you have double pane windows, or you have impact resistant windows, huge plus. So the realtor needs to be savvy enough to be asking you these questions. If the realtor is not, then maybe think about doing a second listing presentation with another realtor and just see how that interview goes. Remember, you are interviewing that realtor because you are asking them to handle the sale of probably your highest investment that you have. So you want to make sure it's handled properly. So we go around and we ask them that. And then once we've been able to do that, because we have looked at other properties that have sold, typically what you're looking for is houses that have sold within a 2-mile radius of your home and within the last 90 days. And most certainly they're going to look at your neighborhood and then go outward. And they need to find houses that are comparable. That means a house that's close to the same square footage, if it has a pool or not, if it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, those kinds of things, and how well did houses that are similar to that, how well did they sell? And not how much are they listed for in an active listing. Honestly, listed means nothing. Sold means everything. A person can list a house for whatever. It doesn't make any difference. So don't look down the street and say, hey, my neighbor has a house for sale just like mine, and he's asking $100,000 more than what you're saying. Well, guess what? 6 months from now, that house is still going to be on the market for $100,000 more, because there's no one that's going to just foolishly overpay for a property. Now, remember this also. If your house sits on the market for 12 months, did you know that within the first 3 months, 70% of all the people who will ever go through that house will do it in those first 3 months? So if you have priced it wrong, you have just lost 70% of your market. So pricing is really important. Now, in addition to that, the vast majority of all the people out there, most likely they're going to be financing when they buy your house. That means, guess what? Yes, you have an appraisal coming your way. So what does it matter? Even if you trick someone and got them to pay $50,000 more for the property on contract, if when the appraisal comes through, it comes $50,000 less. You're stuck, and you're going to have to renegotiate for that price, because why would someone overpay for a property? No one is going to do that. So pricing the house, honestly, when it comes to listing, is the number one thing you need to be asking the realtor, and asking how do they come up with that valuation, and really listen to what they're saying to you. Did they put up a lot of time and effort finding out what that price should be, or did they just kind of look at a couple houses and say, hey, I'd price it for this? They could very well, in a same breath, be underpricing your house. Yeah, it may sell in 3 days, but you just maybe lost $30,000 that you could have had if you had it priced right and left it on the market maybe 30 or 45 days. So all of those things are very important. Make sure you ask that realtor these questions. Also, when you are listing the house, remember, I've said this before, make sure they are doing premium photography, not them, a hired real estate photographer that really knows what they are doing. Make sure they are also doing drone shots. That gives a great perspective of the house and the size of the lot and things of that nature. Very important. Any additional video that's done, hey, that's fantastic. Remember, when you place your house on the market, you are in competition against every similar house that is also on the market. So you want to make sure that your house is listed and looks better online than anyone else's. As always, I hope this helps. If you would, take a moment and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it.